Okay, we're back on the dryer project. What I want to do is I want to remove that dryer duct, which involves cutting a small tree, taking out that plexiglass, installing new plexiglass. It's all caulked in there. We'll probably do the same. Here's where the dryer goes, and we'll go ahead and probably start our hole from the center inside. And this is only 2x6s floor joist, and this is a kit house modules, so we have to have it centered up here, and that's the only place it can go. So it is what it is on the siding, which is aluminum on the outside, and we'll get that drilled, and we'll go get a dryer duct kit and hose assembly. Okay, back from Lowe's. That's the part number, $6 piece of plexi. I didn't have to have them open a new sheet. They had one left over. And here's our dryer kit. It's a Rigiflex 8-foot. The hood is plastic. I don't care for it. I wish they come with white screws with it. They don't. And the flex duct isn't bad. The clamps are good. But this aluminum piece in the center, these aren't that great. But it's a one-time use. Slide them in, don't hurt them, and they're okay. So I'll get out the drill. We'll get started. We'll start drilling. I'll probably go out and measure first, confirm where it's going to be, where it's going to come out on the siding. And we got 2 pipes that go out, so we can kind of get an idea where it's going to go. Before I head out, we'll come back up in and look. This bay is clear. We're sitting on a 2x, no we're not, we're sitting on plywood. That's plywood. Huh. I want to stay above that, probably 1/2 inch or more. So I get my clamp on. We're only 2x6s. These are built in modules. And the bay is about 13 1/4 wide. And our nearest pipe will be over approximately 12 inches from the center. I want to stay far enough away from these vent pipes. And you see those guys installing the furnace were pretty sloppy, leaving all their wood debris up in here. You know, they didn't caulk anything. They left all that mess up in there. I don't do that. So I'm gonna get the drill after I go out and measure, make sure I like it, nothing's in the way, and I'll try to stay centered with this one and start our drilling from in here. Okay, so here we are on the outside. The pool's over there. Pool pump will be sitting there. AC unit here. Dryer duct's down under there, laying on the ground. We got wood chips thrown right up against the window. That's how terrible that is. We got a gas line on the ground. Looks like 220 running right there, wide open, not in a conduit. Switch box over here. I'm assuming that's probably 220. And then we got a box up here. We got a little cedar tree that's lost all its branches right here where this heat comes out. So we're gonna cut this off. We'll get this out of here. It's a nuisance. Debris falling in that. So we're gonna cut this off. Probably chuck it over there. That's our land. Here's a branch that fell off. And then this one is the exhaust pipe. This should have an elbow on it. Otherwise the moisture can run right back down in there and freeze. Or, I'm not sure, it's glued here. Yeah, it feels glued. But if it wasn't glued, I'd almost tip it on a 45 and then do an elbow. But because it's like that, I think I would put a 2-inch elbow, have it come down a little bit. Because this will get a lot of moisture coming out of that. So anyways, that's pitching down, which is good. Moisture will come out. But because it comes back up, you know the moisture, you can see it in there now. That's going to condense and freeze. So we're going to be over about 12 inches from the center. So we're going to be coming out right about here. and that pipe is up. We're going to be down just a little bit from that pipe, and we are 3 inches out from the foundation. So there's many layers of siding on here. You can tell by looking at the window. So there's probably a clapboard or something under there, masonite, whatever, and then they sided again over it. They spray foamed it, kind of ugly. I probably would have used something white, a little more pretty, maybe even put a collar on it. But we're going to come out through here. We are going to affect this one, which is a shame. I was hoping it could be down here, but this goes way down past the sill. So we'll have to caulk this. That's all we can do. We're going to have to do the best we can with it. So everything's good to go to drill. I'll start drilling from the inside. All right, I got a 4 1/4 hole saw here. I'm going to try to reach up in here. It's going to be kind of tough to get up. I'm going to keep it down as low as possible. Keep me room to clamp. And this will take a while. We got to go through quite a few thickness there. Have a little difficulty getting out through there. I'm using a bit, 5 1/2 inches, and it's still not getting to the outside. So I got through that. It's not letting go. It must be a nail or something on through the other siding. I'm going to whittle that piece out. Talking a thick wall here. We got our band joist. Looks like a pair of them, and then plywood. And then it looks like clapboard siding. And then, let's see, felt paper under it. Then clapboard siding, then foil, and then foam. Getting there. Okay, I got out through there finally. Several inches thick. The reason I think I was hitting with a 5 1/2 inch drill bit is the siding was pushing out. But I got it started. I'll finish that up. It looks like we got about a 4 inch thick wall there. Now we're going to take and open up our kit. We're going to assemble this pipe and then see if we have to trim the siding or what we do to get it to fit flush. Okay, from the outside, it's a shame we couldn't go any lower, but we were on that plywood. We were right on the sill, so we couldn't go any lower. It's a shame it wasn't down, another 1 inch, so that this unit could go right in flat, but it's going to be up here. So we'll probably have to either, I'll finish cutting that out, but we'll probably have to, one of two things. You look on the side. See, I don't like that. So if you cut the siding, you can go in flush. If you cut it a hair small, you can use the siding as a flashing. But I'll decide how I want to do this. Sometimes you just caulk the side. Sometimes they ask the homeowner, they don't want you choppy chop too much. But we'll finish trimming this out and see how it fits. Alright, we opted to not destroy the siding, go on the surface. So it's going to go in like that and then just run caulk bead. So I want to pull this out. These snap in there. 4 little I don't know, little hiccups there, and I never trust it, so I wrap aluminum tape around that also. I got some here. I don't want that to come unhooked, you know. In this cool day, how much moisture comes out of there. So I caulked around the perimeter. I put my metal tape on that to ensure it's not going to come off. You can see the condensation just dripping here. I think it should have an elbow on that. And then we're going to feed this through and put 4 screws in there. Okay, there's our final install. We're all caulked around the perimeter. It's all airtight. We got our screen on there. We got our flapper inside. Looks good. So we're finished out here for that portion. We still got to cut the tree and deal with that vent over there yet. But we're going to go in and finish this part off. So that's what she looks like from the inside. I'm just going to finish caulking around that also and then go ahead and put this pipe on. Alright, I extended that duct out, caulked around the pipe. Now I got some insulation. Alright, a 4 inch pipe going on a 4 inch pipe is tough. So I'm going to use my little reducer here, pliers, crimp this down a little bit. Like that. I'll do like a 1 inch lip all the way around, and that'll reduce this pipe down by about 1/8 of an inch anyway. It should slip on better. That should make it a little bit smaller now. It looks looks good. We should be able to put it right on. Okay, we got that clamped on. Looks like it'll just about reach. I think it'd be better if I put the elbow on it rather than try to make a 90. And I think I'll go grab the old one, do that. And tape the elbow. Tape that onto this type of pipe instead of putting screws in it. I don't like screws. They catch lint. And then this will fit right on the back. So we'll put that on, clamp it, hook it up and test it. Alright, I got the bottom pipe on. I got the clamp on, tightened up. Looks good. Let's fire this thing up. We'll let her run a bit. See how hot she gets. Go out and check the flapper, make sure it's working. Oh, we got a lot of movement right here, so the flapper's working, our screen's on. It looks good. Looks like it rained here recently. I've been inside for a little bit. So this is all set. Dryer works good. I feel the heat coming out. Warm your hands up. Really good flow. Now we got to work on the old vent, which is laying over. The flapper's open, and I think the mice walked right in. We're going to cut this little cedar tree down. We're going to chuck this over there, get this away from the AC unit, get this all cleaned up. We're going to try to cut this tree down with an electric chainsaw with almost a dead battery. So let's see how that goes. And I don't know when I sharpened it last. These got a little bit of pitch in them, sap kind of stuff. I'll wear gloves. And then I'm going to try to get it close to the ground. I don't want to get dirt in the blade. Get her down low. Got electric wires right there, so we'll get right about here, see what happens. Won't look like anything on that battery. Let's see what we can do here. Part of it. Little Ryobi 12-inch works good. I'll carry these off, and then we'll move on to our window project. That was about almost a 6-inch base there. Okay, utilities are all cleaned up there. Debris out of the AC. Now we're going to take the window and probably see if we can lean it in and replace the glass. And I removed the insulation that was up here, and that is a piece of plexi. And it's taped. Maybe I can tilt the window in, take it right out, and work on it. You lift up on these arms, and the window tilts in, and there's a round slot. You can pull the whole window out. Look how high the landscaping is. All fell in here on the floor. So now we can work on the window. We're going to get that plexi out, and they caulked it in, so it's going to be tough probably prying that out. I pulled that out through, and that's plexi, so I'm just going to cut through the caulk and see if I can knock that pane out. Okay, I got all the junk out of here, and this one went down better. I cleaned all the caulk out of there. Let's see how our piece fits. I cut a, what is it, a 12 by 15. Beautiful. So what I want to do is lay a bead of silicone in there, set it in the bed, and then I'll caulk around the perimeter. We'll give it a few seconds. Maybe I'll grab a coffee, and then we'll put it back in. So now they're set in a bed of silicone. That'll seal them up nice. And then up here in the track, it was like 4 inches high. Well, more than that, 6 inches up onto the window with all their flower bed material. So I clean out this track so the window will go back in, and we raise it up, hook these sides on, latch it in place. Okay, there's our window installed. You pull the rod down, it pulls it tight, locks it in. Both of them are sealed up nice now, so we don't need a piece of insulation cover, and it'll make it brighter. I just got to clean up my mess. Our dryer duct's all installed, so then we'll go out and check it out outside. Okay, my mess is all cleaned up inside. This looks good. Our duct looks good. It works good. It's away from the AC unit. Somebody's going to do a little bit of landscaping in here. She hires it done, so they'll clean this up. Our windows are in, sealed up. No more mice. We'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching.